Peoples, what's up with y'all, for real. Okay, before I say anything, I've noticed one thing about Siege and doing setups, it's muscle memory, and people always do it because someone else does it. It's never why are you doing this? And they only ask why when it's wrong. So notice my head holds and my rotation. I've seen this on one of Fet's videos only because he was watching a pro video, like a pro, I think it was on stream. I think it was a pro league game, and they did the setup. I'm like, okay, and I low key liked it because it made sense. But anyways, look, with Castle, it's a maybe. Wait until Castle is shown on the screen. It's a maybe only because it's to extend sight and also just to pick off the refrags. The castle placements may seem bad, but you may see my vision. But yeah, honestly, I do feel like this side setup can work out pretty well, only because I feel like sometimes people don't push everything, they push certain things. If they're not pushing top red, they're pushing log. If they're not log, they're pushing raptors. But funny thing about it is smoke is a zombie. I say that because if they do take raptors, it's okay. It's a-okay. Because, bro, they can push it all they want. If you're good with your beeper placements, put them somewhere if you're smoke. But rather than that, you can literally, not Kobe, Tom Brady a smoke canister from inside sight. You know what I'm saying? And you can literally hold it off. You can hold it so well, you can force them to retreat if you're good with your aim, with your canisters. You know what I mean? And then just the aspect of like trying to take sight for what it is, meaning when people always take raptors with a zombie or like trying to get flashed out, it doesn't end well. Well, I mean, it ends in the way it ends, but it never ends well because 10 out of 10, there's always someone watching you from main breach, and it's stressful. Not saying you can't play raptors, you can't play it, but it's just like, don't put your whole life on the line of it, because once they take main breach, you're lucky screwed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of annoying on being like, bro, the new zombies, L strat, L side setup, I died because of you. No, you died because of you, because you don't know how to play the fucking game correctly, or you can't tell when to give up a certain angle or give up a certain room or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So just like, I don't want to explain this, but I say I can't explain it, but I'm also am in the best way possible. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something better for like, you would want to play these certain things because like it's common, and like you don't want to try new things because it's difficult. I get that. But sometimes playing smart is not always hard. And when you play smart, the enemy team is forced to play smarter, not harder, because playing harder just puts them in a bad spot. You know what I'm saying? And it's literally freebies, And just to just to point out Sentry. I mean, Sentry is the only operator I can think of that can have like double gadgets, you know what I'm saying? Not just one gadget. So I just feel like barbed wire and C4 have been perfect. It's a perfect combo here, as so, you know what I'm saying? If they hop in Rapper's window, a C4 is getting chunked right above this fucking wall. You know what I'm saying? And to be real, you might not see it, but yes, the rotation plays a lot. Versus it being on the default side, you always get shot or pre-fired from the staircase, from con. It's like no one likes that. So I said, might as well just have the same reinforced wall, but let me change the rotation in the head holes on a different way. You know what I'm saying? And at least the top staircase is high key protecting you. So if someone does come up red, they're gonna pick the head holes. And then if they come up off the rotate, you can see them in an instinct. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not just wait and see or pre-fire. Nah. When they come up, they're gonna get seen. So it's just not like you don't know where they're coming from, which you would know because you can see them, you know. I think I've said this at least once in my videos. All these site setups I never actually tried, only because I don't have a stack, a squad, or at least a duo I can actually try it with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I could never tell you that this can work. It can probably work depending on who's playing it, but like for like a default setup, it will probably work like majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said previously, people are so common with doing common shit, and then one wrong thing, they only ask why, because it's either wrong or they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just trust me. You know what I mean? So yeah. On this mirror, hear me out. I was gonna put the mirror on this half wall, but I said, you know what? Let me not do that. So watching this mirror, if enemies take this, which they are going to take this, and they decide to pop that, it won't change anything. The only thing I'm going to change is if anyone is coming up Raptors, they're going to get seen right through that mirror. And you know, what map is it? I think, let me remember, I think Fett had, yeah, it's Bank, and it's downstairs basement. You know that one mirror strat when you put the mirror outside of the wall and you can pop the mirror and they can't get the wall because the mirror's on it, and it's like literally, it's a one-way street of seeing in and out. So come like this. So if they do pop this or break it, it won't be any different, because one, nobody, I mean not a single soul, should be playing that mirror up close. So yeah, you can literally see it's Raptors, you know? And you can say, well, that's kind of good. But when you use it as if you're going to be on it. No, don't be on it. Because if you be on it, they might have bust crack. They might have a buck from the bottom. They're going to buck you out. Or they can have a Kylie come from this right offside window and snipe the bog off your head, bro. So don't try to tempt it, and also you have main breach. So don't try to be Mr. Goody Goody and hold it head on. Nah, bro, play back. Like, play far back. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna push it not because it's a mirror open, but it's because they won't push it because they know someone's watching from a distance. So I'm saying, so it's like, don't try to play it like you know what you're doing, because you don't. So like I said, they can come at Raptors all they want, but the moment they pop that mirror or break it or whatever, you're gonna see. So, and if they do break it and no one pops it, your best of luck is just to pop it before it gets too crazy. You know what I'm saying? And hectic. So yeah, just pop it. Or you just pop it just in advance. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want that extra leverage, because you might forget for a split second and they're gonna see your ass and boom, kill you. So I'm saying, just keep the mirror keep it unbroken until it's perfect enough for you to like actually, like, you know what I'm saying, pop it, break it, or even shoot through it. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to overdo it. Just try to make it easier for you defenders to like peek into Raptors without trying to risk a body. You know what I'm saying? And then on the default mirror, you know what I'm saying? But only thing is just a different side, the setup. Yeah. Castle. This is where I'm talking about where this might be skeptical. Only because I do like to extend sites. I like to try new things. I like to have it. I like to have it in the way that you never give the enemy privilege or an advantage of your site. Not the players of your site, because like I always said, the site can always be used against you. Not the players, because you're dead. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, try to make site as comfortable as possible. And if you're gonna make something, once again, if you're going to make something like a head hole, whatever, you as the person you're supposed to watch it. It's your responsibility. It's your job to take care of it, bro. And that's only if this setup is only gonna happen if you really want the mirror to extend deep into con, or just a castle. You know what I'm saying? And yes, you will have people playing in master. Just so like if it was a normal setup, you would have people playing is it stocks? Yeah, and stocks under. But now it's not that. You have them above. You know what I'm saying? So you would have someone playing master also as well, kind of con in between, and then you have the site itself. So just to make it even better, it's not really much to like. I mean, you would get kills, of course, but it's just like you don't want the enemy to come in super fast. You know what I'm saying? Because anyone can like literally camp showers and die and they're in con already. Or you can just die. Or no, you can just not die, be caviar downstairs and not come up and realize it's air jabs, claymores and whatnot all over the place because you want to be downstairs playing with your dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, get up here. So yeah, it's not really much you can do for this site setup, but just, you know, play it from afar and use your util. Use your util. It's not that hard just to wait for a cap can to pop off and then you push. It's not that hard to wait for a beeper to go off and then you push. It's definitely not hard to wait for a castle to break and then you push. Because I've always seen players, new players, and even decent amount of players react at the wrong time just because they're thinking they're not gonna push a certain spot. They're gonna push it, bro. It's patience, it's timing. So the moment you leave a spot and let's say a cap can goes off, you may see that knock, but his teammate is so close to his balls, he can be his own boss out because he's riding him, or like he knows you hear that. He knows you're gonna come. He knows. So don't try to be that goody, be like, I'ma wait. No, meaning if you see a opportunity, make it happen. That's it. Period. Anyways, yeah, I feel like Castle was pretty good, and I say this because I've noticed they do ban mirror. Like I've seen like a couple pro league games, they do ban mirror and castle or either or. So it's like if you, and plus the new rank system gonna be banning like 4 or 5 ops in one fucking game. So it's like So the thing is, make the best of it, and also if you can't make the best of it, find an alternative. Find it before it's too late. And that's why I'm here. I'm the person who's new. I'm not new to Siege, but I'm the person who goes out their way to find new things before things get seen, heard, or even known about. And they can't say shit because I found it first. Give me my credit, bitch ass nigga. But anyway, my fault. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's, how can I really explain this for Siege in itself? Siege is not a hard game. You hear me say it all the time. It's not hard. It's this, it's that, it's mental, blah, blah, blah. But what you never heard me say is Siege is, it's sane. Like, excuse me. For the average player to play Siege, they have to be at a certain mindset. I get that. Now, for the good player, not really his mindset plays in his game, but it's just if he feels. It's like you can't say I feel like. Nah, it's just a feel. Like, what are you feeling? Because I can be bad, like I can have a bad day, but I could be still so good just because I'm picking certain ops I never use, and then I'm just literally vibing. Versus if you're actually trying, you might go dog shit because you're actually trying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're ever in a drought, or even if you're ever in a drought or like the slum, just don't try to play around it. Play towards it, because eventually you're gonna want to get better. And then if you're already better, you're eventually want to like play more because you're like, okay, bet I'm looking for it now. I'm alright. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, so don't think so hard on it when you try to think about Siege in the way of like it's so hard. It's really not. It's just it Siege likes to pick at your mental. You know? Siege is like a test, you know. Really, I can't think of a test, but it's like a test, you know? It's like, I give you the answers, but are you willing to still go look for the answers? You know what I'm saying? It's like basically cheating, but you want the hardcore evidence, like this answer is actually true. So it's like you don't really trust the cheats either way, but it's cheats. You know what I'm saying? Which it makes your mind go crazy because it's like, huh, what? And Siege does that. It makes your mind go crazy. So it's like you can't really make a promise to yourself. Say, okay, bet someone might be here. That promise might be forsaken because someone might not be there. So it's like you look at it as everything's for certain. It's not. This game is never for sure. It's never certain. It's never on point. It's never on time. Siege is never, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But what it is consistent. So it could be in a good way or a bad way. It's all consistent. So it's like you can't escape that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Honestly, in my opinion, 10 out of 10, I feel like this setup would probably work for anyone who uses it and actually plays it right. And then, yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes people don't want to try something new in a ranked game because it's ranked. I get that. But it's just because they're accustomed to a certain thing. And once again, it's a mindset. If they see something that they don't like, it's either trash or it's wrong. And that's the only time they talk about it. So it's like, would you mind taking the risk of letting someone say you have a trash setup and then you win on that setup and then they still call it trash? It was luck. How? You know what I'm saying? It's like having playing cards and putting it at your enemy's feet and letting them see your cards, but also have the upper hand. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyways, have fun. GG's. Brrr.